For the first time ever, thanks to COVID, there'll be a second part of the IPL, and that's exactly the opportunity that a few young Indian players need to really excel. And in this video, we will look at 3 of those players and see why they have a great opportunity to really make a name for themselves in this IPL. So welcome to the Keeper's Glove, and we'll be talking about that right after the intro. Keep in mind that for the second part of the IPL that's not being played in India, the pitches are likely to be a lot slower, which means if you're following the IPL and your team scores 150, it might actually be a winning score, but it also impacts the players that we've picked. And it's very important to remember low scores, slow pitches, that's what we're looking at. Alright, so the first player we're talking about is Rahul Chahar. He just got picked in the Indian T20 team for the World Cup, a definite match winner. And we'll definitely be talking about him again before the T20 World Cup. But for now, he had a very rough start to the IPL 2021. He came back, he took 11 wickets in 7 matches, and he's perhaps in line to win the purple cap, meaning the person who takes the most wickets in the IPL. Last year, 2020, it was Kagiso Rabada, who ended up with 30 wickets. Rahul currently has 7 league games left, and perhaps with Mumbai Indians being 4th on the league table and Chahar being a match winner, he could have 1 or 2 extra games to get himself perhaps ahead of the other bowlers. The pitches in the second part of the IPL will definitely suit his bowling style, and perhaps dangerous for teams in the World Cup. It would suit him as well then. Next up is Devdutt Padikkal. For most teams that play against Indian international games, we are petrified of an informed Dhawan. I think Padikkal's better, and I think if his stats are anything to go by, he will be a massive force to reckon with in the next few years, especially in the shorter format. He's 21, he averages 33 in the IPL. He's got a century to his name, but that's not why I picked him. I picked him because he averages 86 in List A cricket, so that's one-day cricket. He's played 20 matches, he's scored 600s and 850. So in short, in 14 of the 20 games that he's played, he's scored more than 50 runs. In T20 cricket, so other than just the IPL, he averages 41 with a 145 strike rate. I think he perhaps did not get picked this time round because he's a bit young still, but he's definitely somebody that I think a lot of international teams are going to be scared of. And thank you, India, for not picking him, because I would have been scared of him. And number 3 for tonight, Abdul Samad, a 19-year-old player, beautiful striker of the ball. He needs to learn a lot of things still, but I think if you're a fantasy pick kind of player, that he is a fantastic choice. In the 2021 IPL, he scored 111 runs in 12 games. Doesn't sound like much, but he did it with a 170 strike rate. His best this year, he's only played 4 innings. He's 19 of 8 balls. He plays for the Sunrisers, and with both Johnny Bairstow and Jason Roy not available for the second part, I'm hoping he either gets bumped up the batting order a bit, or he has an opportunity to really show how well he can strike the ball. Now, on the current pitches, if the pitch is a bit slower, that means 3 or 4 big hits from him. Perhaps he needs to learn how to construct an innings better, and I'm hoping if he gets bumped up the order a bit, or he has a bit more time at the crease, that we can see in the second part of the IPL, Abdul Samad construct an innings and really show what he's worth. So, a very quick summary. Rahul Chahar, definitely a player to watch out with on the slow pitches. Devdutt Padikkal, I think it's going to be a massive force going forward. Then Samad, if he gets the opportunity in this IPL, will definitely shine. If he doesn't, he will definitely shine in the future. We'll be back during the IPL, and we will also be back just before the T20 World Cup to discuss more players and more teams. Thank you for joining us, and please smack that subscribe and like button for a 6 if you'd like to know more and like to continue hearing from the Keeper's Glove.